Welcome back. My name is David Hopper. We're in a series of videos all about launching new churches, launching new ministries, or whatever you may be launching. These videos are those core insights and practices that will help you launch well. Now this one is D, and it's based on the alphabet, A to Z. This is D, the Discipleship Program. What is your discipleship program that's going to launch people and assimilate people into what you're doing? What is that process that takes your visitor and moves them and connects them to your church or your ministry or whatever you're launching? As we think about building disciples, I'm going to point us to 4 strategic actions. The first strategic action is empowering people. How are we empowering people to become disciples? You want to pick your leadership team based on this mission. Do your people, the ones that are connecting to your mission, do they understand the vision and the discipleship, the way that you're trying to empower others and connect them into what you're doing? So the second in those 4 strategic actions, as you talk about your discipleship program, is connecting people. As we talk about connecting people, I love this quote by Peter Drucker. It says this: "It is meaningless to speak of short-range and long-range plans. There are plans that lead to action today, and there are true plans, true strategic decisions, and there are plans that talk about action tomorrow. They are dreams, pretexts for non-thinking, non-planning, non-doing." You see, strategy is about making choices, trade-offs. It's about deliberately choosing to be different. This is what discipleship needs to be in your head. You're connecting people to a plan. That plan has to be very, very structured and understand, all right, we're going to do this, then this, then this. We create steps, a process from the beginning that takes them through this, this, and this, and it gets them to the end of what we're trying to do. How are we connecting people to every single part of this plan forward, no matter what that may be? That is being strategic. The third area in these 4 strategic actions is growing people. How are we growing people? Which sounds a little weird as I say it right now, but you get the concept. How are we going to convert a first-time visitor in whatever we're doing, whatever we're launching, into an engaged disciple? That's why it's called the discipleship plan. How are we engaging people and growing them in such a way, in a strategic way, that they become disciples, people who share the vision of what you're doing? I like to call this on-ramps. How are you building on-ramps for people to get into the freeway, the discipleship pathway of whatever we're launching? Do our newsletters, brochures, websites, emails all have on-ramps where people can easily jump in and move forward in the discipleship plan? Today, our websites are our first touch ministries of our church. So on your website, do people understand and can easily engage in ways to jump into the discipleship program? Every sign, every flyer, every touch point that you have with people shows if you really care whether or not they join in your discipleship plan. If they have to ask and figure out and learn because it's some kind of Blue's Clues thing where how do I get involved here? That's not good on-ramps. In every first touch ministry, your on-ramps need to be simplified down and easy to understand for people to jump into a discipleship plan that makes them disciples of whatever you're launching. Do you care about people? Do you understand that people are what we are all about? Then all of our first touch ministries need to show that. Need to show that we care about people and we care about their growth. How you greet people, how you follow up with people, what you give away to those first-time visitors or whatever you're doing, how you treat their children, how you make statements and announcements all show whether or not you care and you're trying to grow people. Whether or not they're going to connect to your mission, they're going to want to know you care. You got to get rid of all that insider language, that language that people who have been coming to what you do or your church or your ministry, they all get it. But someone off the street, not familiar with the church world, it just sounds weird. You have to get rid of that stuff. You have to make everything about growing people into disciples, not just helping you grow your thing, but how you are inspiring and growing and leading others so that they're connecting to God, connecting to ministry, and taking their life to new points with God. That's growing people, which leads us to this fourth strategic action. The fourth action is to reward people. Might sound weird. The secular world totally gets this. They have all kinds of rewards clubs, and you get 10% off if you buy this much. That they get it. The church and ministry sometimes do not. How are we following up with our visitors and rewarding them, thanking them basically for just being a part of this mission forward? That first visit, are you giving them a handwritten letter that says, I just really appreciate you being here? That's a reward. It's saying, I care about you and I took the time to thank you for showing up. On their second visit, are you sending them a newsletter or something that they can join and be a part of the club, if you will? On the third visit, do you have another membership step where they can jump into this class and learn more about you and become more and more involved in what you're doing? How are you moving people closer and closer to that discipleship level? That disciple, someone who is connected and cares about the same things you care about, the justice issues, the healthy habits in their relationship with God. You want to make every action along the way symbolic and engaging with people, helping people connect to this vision forward. And you want to say thank you a lot. Are we making our language, our discipleship program, is it easy for people to on-ramp into what we're doing and become part of this discipleship program? If it's not, take time to redesign it and connect people in every step of the way to become a disciple, which is someone who is telling others about this vision, and in the long run, telling people about Jesus Christ. It's such an important part of what we're doing as we launch new things. Next time, we'll be talking about E. That's our evangelism process. Can't wait, and we'll see you next time.